Hey guys, I'm Jennie,
I'm Ine.
I'm Shae.
And I'm Rachael.
and we're pumped about the volume! Yay!
And today we're going to be talking about dreams. So, for me personally, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do yet, but all I know so far is that I want to go to college, major in something fun, have a lot of friends, and travel a lot.
Fun. For me, kind of same with Ine. Like, I wanted to be a lot of things, but I just don't have that much of a passion for any of them. You know, but I feel like I'll like find it. The time will come. But right now, I just want to go to college and be happy.
My dream, I want to become a filmmaker, I think. I'm still experimenting, to be honest. So, but I really like telling stories and just like entertaining people, I think. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's what I want to do. So yeah.
Oh, that sounds really cool. I guess for me, I also don't really have a dream at the moment, but I've had a lot of dreams and I kind of have an idea of what I want to do in the future. Like, I want to go move to a big city like a lot of people do. And I want to, get some bank. but, and I want to have a lot of close friends. And I think for me as a job, I just want to have like something where every day is always different and never boring. But I haven't been able to find that exact job yet. So, yeah, that's kind of my dream. I just want to be happy, have some money, and have some fun. Yeah.
Exactly. Same.
Yeah, love that.
And okay, so moving on. So a few days ago, we at Pump Up the Volume podcast on Instagram posted a few question stickers on our stories asking our followers about certain questions related to dreams. We asked them about what their dreams were and what insecurities they had. And so we can just move on right to the first question or response. So someone said, I want to be a lawyer at a big private law firm. I don't know if that's beautiful, but I think it's good that I know what I want to do. And she says that she's insecure. Her one insecurity about her dream is that she doesn't have confidence in herself. Okay, can anyone relate to that?
Yes, very much so. Being a lawyer would be really cool because I like arguing and I think that it's really cool to be like a good arguer. And I don't know if I would consider myself top tier arguer yet, but I mean, I do want to do some debate later. But that's really cool. Yeah, and I definitely can relate to you on the whole not feeling confident in yourself thing.
Yeah, I think lawyers are so cool. Like they're an essential part of society. And okay, I really admire the person for like knowing what she wants to be or at least having an idea. And I think that's really great. And yeah, I bet all of us relate to like having a lack of confidence, because confidence, that's okay, Shae.
Yeah, so I totally relate on the lack of confidence part. I mean, I want to do film, and I've always heard that the film industry is such a hard industry to break into, and like I don't want to end up a full-time barista my whole life, which will probably happen because student debt, yay. But yeah, I just can't help but feel that lack of confidence and feel like I'm not qualified enough to pursue my dream. I know like qualification comes from experience, and experience comes from hard work, but yeah, like I just can't help but put those like real life applications in, like will I actually make money off this or am I just chasing a fantasy? And there's like that lack of security that makes me feel really unconfident about pursuing what like really want to do, like I'm so scared of being like judged constantly for like my work. And I mean, I feel like that's what happens when you're artists sometimes because our work is constantly being criticized and that's how we make our income based off of like how much people like it, And I don't know, I just feel that lack of confidence a lot. and that lack of security. But I'm not limiting myself to like one dream right now. I'm just experimenting, I guess. So yeah.
First of all, I mean, AOC was a bartender, but I mean, look at her now. But also, I used to want to be a lawyer too, because I just thought, I don't know, it just sounded cool to me. But then I realized that I don't know if I fit into that kind of job or that kind of profession that well. And like Ine said that she wants to go into debate. I in debate and it's so confusing. I don't get a single thing.
Oh
So
my god.
Okay,
I probably
literally,
can't.
yes.
Yeah, it's so confusing. But like I probably can't relate to this person's dream of wanting to be a lawyer. I mean, I used to have that dream, but not really right now. But I think that the dream they have right now is really like kind of very inspiring. Like they want to be in a big private law firm. So I understand why they might be insecure about it because it's such a big dream. But it's something worth chasing and I think that's good. Yeah.
I mean, I think it's great that they know what they want to do with their lives. Because so many of us like don't really know
We're
what to
still
do. Which there's
struggling.
no
Yeah.
problem with that. I mean, we're still like teenagers and figuring out.
So the next response to our question sticker was she says her dream is I just want to help people. Doing something with special needs kids might be cool. And she says that her insecurity though is mental health, suicidal thoughts, anxiety, depression, and just my mind in general. Okay. First of all, I just want to say that wanting to help people is just truly so inspiring. We need more people like that in our world. So props to you. And doing something with special needs kids might be cool. That's definitely cool. I don't know a lot of people who do that job, but I think it's again so inspiring to hear you want to do something like that. So go you.
Okay, yeah, I think that's so inspiring and great. I mean, we definitely need more of those people. And like I get the whole like mental health thing too. I mean, I struggle with my mind a lot and just like I feel like so sad and anxious sometimes about like everything, especially the future and like dreams in general. I think there's so much risk in pursuing dreams, I think. I guess there's like always risk, but I don't know, it causes like a lot of anxiety. And I know like I probably missed so many opportunities in my life because of like fear. Which I also know, like, I probably denied it was fear because, I don't know, I think I'm, like, scared of, like, saying I fear stuff. I don't know. I have to keep that, like, Ravenclaw Gryffindor image, but I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like all those like fears and all the mental thoughts, like I feel like every job, every person goes through that throughout their life, like at once. And I think that depends on how you overcome it. That's the thing. But yeah.
Yeah, it sounds what you want to do is really great. I know like those struggles you listed can be like really difficult to overcome, but I believe in you. I think you got this. And I mean, like Shae said earlier, knowing what you want is like such a huge part of it. That's the first step into getting what you want. So just keep doing what you're doing.
So, I mean, she mentioned anxiety, and personally, I feel like, I don't know if it's just me, but I'm so anxious about my future. Like, it's not anxiety, like, I don't want to, like, misuse that word, but, like, I'm just anxious about, like, what I'm gonna do and how the heck I'm gonna go to college. Because, like, I don't know, but, like, I feel like there's always, like, an expectation and a want for, like, for children like us to, like, go to name brand colleges and stuff, and that just gives me anxiety, and I'm so anxious about if I'm just even going to be able to do or find something that I want to do. So I completely understand this person, and yeah, I feel like mental health and stuff like that, it's such a huge important part. Sometimes it's even more important than your physical health. So I think that whatever you're going through, I just want to tell you that we are supporting you and we are here for you. Yeah.
And I just want to say, if you're struggling with any suicidal thoughts, please reach out to the suicide prevention line or talk to someone or talk to us even. I mean, we're here to help you. And also, I mean, the crisis text line is great. I've used it before and they're great. And you can have genuine, honest conversations with these people and they'll help you. So, yeah.
And our next response is kind of interesting. They say that their dream is they want to dive into journalism slash photojournalism or film. Also, they want to love themselves freely and relentlessly. But then they say that their insecurity is I always feel like I started too late, that those around me have greater slash more developed passion.
Okay, this is literally me. What? This is literally me. I mean, like, I felt this on a personal level. I felt so attacked. I mean, I fear this all the time. Like, everybody tells you to, like, follow your dreams, like, no matter what age you are, blah, 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 you know? But I don't know. I just, like, I sometimes I can't help but feel, like, that so many people who start, like, my dream or, like, my dream career earlier than me will be more qualified and more successful in the future. I don't know, like, I see so many big people in like, the film industry say, like, they start when they're younger than me, like, they made these films since they're, like, 6 or whatever, you know? And I don't know, I always feel like they're more qualified to pursue the dream that I want to pursue, which is probably not true, but I don't know, I feel like that sometimes, and it probably stems from me, like, comparing myself, to be honest.
Yeah. I mean, I completely understand this person. I feel like a lot of times when you want to do something, experience is so important. Like, I'm currently finally taking like art lessons and stuff, but I feel like partially I started a bit late. And I told that to my mom, my madre, and she told me that when she was in like college or something, there was this one like older girl that she had this older girl that she was like friends with, and that girl, like everyone else that she knew in the class, in the art class, started when they were like really young, but that one girl started really late. So she practiced every single day for hours on her art, and she eventually like got into the college she wanted to go to, and she even became a famous like a popular artist and stuff. So I guess like what I'm trying to say is that I don't know if that story might have been a bit confusing, but basically I just want to say that even though you feel like you started too late, it's really just hard work and try to develop your passion. If you really want to go for it, you have to put in a lot of work into it and have like a really like great love for the thing you want to do in order to succeed in it finally. So don't think that your like late beginning is going to hold you back and stuff. So, yeah.
Like Rachel said, like if it's really your passion, you'll like work hard for it. You'll commit to it. And also like the time will come like when you succeed. And also take example from Misty Copeland. I don't know if anyone knows that, but she's a really famous dancer. And I used to dance, so my dance teacher told me about this. But usually people start dancing at around like 3 or something, and then, you know, they go on. But she started at 16, and she's like one of the most popular dancers right now. Amazing. She's talented, and she's so good. And it's because she like would practice so much hours. As Rachel said, you know, that artist practiced so many hours. It's all about hard work.
Ooh, that's so inspiring.
I know, what? I was literally just complaining.
I mean, but
I'm a pro at that.
It's okay. It's okay. You know, we need some ranting and we need some inspirational
I know,
stories.
I've ranted so much about this episode so far, and we're only like 10 minutes in.
It's okay. This is a ranting show.
Great. I'm really good at that.
Okay, moving on. This next person said that their dream is to get into wholesale. We're
keeping this in.
Okay. They want to get into wholesale real estate. And they said their insecurity is not having enough information. And I guess I'll say something about that. I think not having enough information is very pressuring because I feel like we all have different dreams, but you know, sometimes we might not know exactly what our dreams or like our dream jobs are correlated to and stuff. So I understand your struggle, and yeah.
Okay, so that's really cool. I mean, not having enough information it seems kind of intimidating at first, but I would recommend you find other people who are in that category and ask them how they got into it and like some questions you have about it. You could just like look it up on the internet and research it. I'd say if you're really passionate about passionate about that, then just try to educate yourself more on it and go for it.
Oh yeah, so well, I'm going to be the ranter in this episode. I don't know, like I totally relate to this. Like it sometimes makes you feel like I'm chasing the wrong dream or like I feel unprepared in general. I don't know, like I think there's so many people in the world like that want to pursue my dream that are like much more qualified than I am. And I don't know, like it makes me doubt myself a lot. And I guess the simple way to solve this is to like use the resources that I have, but I have no motivation to do anything. But so it's like frustrating for me. Like I feel so privileged right now because there's so many people who don't have the resources that I do to pursue their dream. So, but yeah, I think a lot of them just like the doubt like brings me back, and I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, with like Shae when she says she feels really privileged with the resources. Yeah, because like my mom and dad like provide me with like, oboe lessons, piano lessons, and they're just like, what do you want to learn? Like, we can provide you with it. But I feel like I'm just not making a good use. Like, I'm not practicing my instrument, and I feel like I'm wasting my like talent or something, or non-existent talent. But yeah.
The next response is someone says, my problem with dreams is that I'm not sure if I have any. I know I have time, but I'm afraid I'm going to run out before I decide. I have basically no ideas for after high school. This is one of their insecurities. And this is so relatable. So anyone can just speed up and talk. Yeah. I feel like when we were talking about our dreams, all of us low-key kind of said, like, I mean, besides Shae, I feel like all of us kind of said we don't have an idea of what our dreams are. And, like, okay, whenever someone asks you to, like, if you don't have an idea of what you want to, like, what job you want, they always tell you, just try to think about your passion or what you're really into. And that's the thing. I don't know what I'm into. Like, I feel like the categories are so simple. It's like STEM or humanities, and I don't know which one I belong to exactly or which one I like more. Because there's like things I like about both, but things I don't like about both, you know? So I have no idea what I want to do after high school. And also, I'm worried about like choosing something I'll regret in the future, just like this person. So I completely understand her and stuff.
Yeah, I completely agree. And also, I want to add that like a lot of college students like don't even officially know like what they're going to do and what they're going to major in. And I also share the concern about like not picking the right thing, because when you think about it like a job, you have to be good at it, you have to like it, and you have to be able to make money from it for it to be a good job. And I just can't think of anything for myself that would fit in all three of those categories right now. And for what interests I do have, like I like philosophy, and I like reading literature, and I like art and photography and journalism and stuff like that. I just like don't see myself making money from those things.
Yeah. Oh, that's so tough. Yeah.
Yeah, I think there's like so much unnecessary pressure for people, like especially like students trying to figure out what they want to do for like college and whatever, like for the rest of their lives or whatever. Like we have these like career fairs, and like the school has like shoves them in your face. It's like kindergarten or whatever. And they're like, what do you want to do for the rest of your life, to like a bunch of kindergarteners or something? And they're like, I don't know, I'm just here for the candy, the kindergartners are like. So I don't know. It's like there's so much unnecessary pressure, and there's so many like expectations to know what you want to do before you go to college. So
Yeah, and I'm just hoping that like as I like live, one day suddenly it'll just like come to me. That's what I'm hoping, because I have no idea what I want to be or do.
Yeah, and I kind of find it ironic that, like, in our last episode, we talked a lot about don't boxing yourself into a specific thing. But like when it comes to like dream jobs and stuff, it's kind of hard, but you're literally boxing yourself into one thing.
Exactly.
But I guess like yeah. But I mean, I guess in the end though, I'm like worried personally that in the end I won't have a dream and I'll just like choose a job on impulse and then regret it. Like, oh, I'm running out of time. I'll just choose this one. And then I'll regret it, you know? But then I realized that like a human's lifetime it seems pretty short, but if you use your time well, you can do a lot of things. Like if you want to change your major, then you can probably then yeah, there will be a little bit of loss and stuff like that. But in the end, whatever you change into, I know this might sound very ignorant, but I just want to say that in the end, you'll find out what you want to do. And I mean, there's people who have one job and then they move into another job and they move into another job just because they want to find their end goal. So, and it's okay if you take that long. It's okay. So just trust in yourself and just know that in the end, you'll find what you want to do.
Yeah, the time will come eventually.
I don't know if this is related or anything, but like, I don't know, I like think sometimes and it just like makes me sad that like your whole life is just like you go to school, and then you go to like, college or whatever, and then you like have a job or whatever, then you like work until you're like a senior or whatever, and you're like old. So I don't know, just like the whole thing depresses me. I mean, I know that's like not all to life, but I mean, you have to like work after like college to like to pay your bills to like sustain your life. So I don't know, it just
That's so depressing.
I know. Like, look at our parents.
I know.
Yeah, it seems like so depressing, and like someone like already like charted it out for you, and you just have to fill it in with like things that you
Exactly.
sort of like.
I think so many people do that. Like they actually do that, which I don't know. Just follow your dreams, I guess.
Like my dream is I just want to stay home and just hang out with friends and just eat good food and travel. That's just all I want to do. But
Yes.
I have to find a job. I have to like go to high school, and then after I have to go to college, and then I have to find a job and then work for a promotion, and then hopefully make enough money for retirement and then retire, and then hopefully I'm not depressed or anything.
Life is stressful, guys. Life is stressful.
Yeah. But I mean, since there's people who have done it before and who are like 80 and have successfully gone through life, I guess it's just you gotta make the you gotta make the most out of it. You gotta make the most out of it.
Yeah. Gotta find things that you like to do, and I mean, you don't have to limit yourself to one, really. So.
And I hate to like complain about capitalism in this, but I can't help but notice that the only jobs that are there are stuff that people can profit off of. So things like philosophy and literature that I like are useless unless I'm going to be a professor, which I don't want to do.
And teachers don't get paid enough money.
True.
I know. And like, I don't want to like work my whole life. Like, I don't really want to work, really, you know?
I just want to like have a few off days and like go to work like once a week, just so I'm not bored.
Yeah, and like I don't know, like I don't want to grow up like past the age of like 20 something, like 27 maybe or something, or
Right, me
26.
too. I just want
I
to
don't
have
know.
This is why we have to
and, like,
cherish.
travel.
Yeah, and
Right
I want my
now.
parents to like pay for everything for me.
Forever.
Exactly. Millennials. Oh.
Okay, and then the next response says that their dream is med school, and they said their insecurity is it's easy to compare myself to others, which creates the fear of failing. So their big insecurity is just talking about comparisons. And I guess for me, I mean, I've considered going to med school a lot. I don't know, like I think being a doctor or being a surgeon or just whatever related to the medical profession would seem really interesting. Because like I've said, I don't want to live every day similar. And I feel like if I were to be a doctor, then maybe I could follow that dream of mine. But med school is like really competitive, and it's like so many smart people are in med school. And I feel like the more smart people you have, I feel like a lot of times you just feel a lot smaller and stuff. So comparison is tough, and I really understand that. And she says that she has a fear of failing. But I think sometimes, like, if you think you're gonna fail, there's a good chance you're gonna fail. So you have to, like, be a bit egotistical and think, I can do this, I'm gonna do this. And then you'll naturally just be able to like follow that mindset, and you'll do better than you used to think and stuff. And also, don't jump to conclusions. Like you say you're like you have a fear of failing, but not everything guarantees failure. So don't worry about that. Just try your best, and in the end, even if you don't get the result you want, at least you won't regret that you didn't work hard enough or something. So yeah.
Yeah. I know. I can't think of like doing more years of school like than like 4 more years of college or whatever. I don't know. I never really wanted to be a doctor or anything. Yeah. And I think like the fear of failure and stuff. I mean, I think you just have to remember like failure is like temporary. It's like, I mean, it will only like probably like lead to like self-growth really. And yeah, I mean, it's temporary. It's not going to last forever. I mean, I failed so many times in my life. And I mean, I made it through, I guess.
Yeah, and I think I don't know if I don't know if I'm like hallucinating or if I heard this, but I think someone said that in life, a lot of times you'll have a lot more successes than failures, or you might have a lot of failures or successes, but in the end, every single moment you cherish on the process is so important, and you'll learn something in the end. So in the end, no matter what, it's rewarding. The experience is rewarding. So don't fear failure. Make failure fear you.
Yeah, because life is a journey, not a destination.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
Next response is, my dream is to graduate college and make the most of it, happiness wise. And they say their insecurity is my indecisiveness and fears of commitment.
Yeah, I can like totally relate to that. I definitely want to do the same thing with my college experience, like I said in the beginning. I think like people say those are like the best years of your life, so I definitely want to maximize on happiness and just have the most experiences that I can. And for the fear of commitment thing, same, because like I'll just like have a new interest like every single week, and whenever I have an obsession, it gets really intense really quick, and then I like totally forget about the things that I was doing before, and I honestly don't know what to do about that. So, I mean, at least we're in the same boat here.
Yeah, I don't know. I think my standards for like the college experience or whatever, like I think they're like so high. I don't know if I'll meet them. I don't know. But about like the indecisiveness thing, I mean like as Annie said, like I go through so many phases, and like I like so many things, like I can't choose, and I don't know, I worry that if I choose and maybe I'll choose wrong. I don't know, like I'm kind of scared that like my dreams are like not realistic to pursue. So that's why I'm kind of like scared to commit to one thing, because what if that thing doesn't work out? And yeah, like I think that's why I feel sometimes I'm unmotivated to like sometimes like try to pursue my career more, or like the career I want to do. And I think you just have to remember, like, I know we're not really giving a lot of advice for this episode, but I can't help but give advice to people that I probably need to follow myself. But I think, again, like, you have to experiment with what things you like and what things you do. I said in the last episode, like, there's no due date, okay? For figuring this out.
Yes. Yeah, and when she says indecisiveness, yeah, as you guys said, like we all go through it, and that's like a really big struggle, especially when you're like trying to find your passion, your stuff. But I feel like you won't find your true passion until you like actually try and go out and experience everything. Because there's like at least one thing that you'll love. There's something for you out there. There can't be like anything. So, and also when she says feats of commitment, yeah, like I also have that fear of like, oh, I have to commit to this, but what if I like that? And I feel like people think it's willpower and motivation that keep them going, for commitment. But, okay, this is me personally, I'm like not any pro, but I think it's more about like you staying focused in reaching that goal?
I think what this person was saying, I feel like it reminds me of the response where the person was talking about like their problem with dreams is that they're not sure if they have any, and they're worried about like running out of time and stuff before they decide. And so, like my response to that question or like that response, I think for me, okay, all my friends that I'm close with know that I'm very, very, very indecisive. I can't even choose what I want to wear like on time. Like when it's like even when I'm painting, I'm always asking my teacher, should I use this color or this color? And
I
when
can
I'm talking to my
confirm
mom,
that. Rachel always asks me when we're going to the mall, she's like, Jenny,
what do you
what should I
like
get? I
so
don't know
much?
what color. Should I get blue or green?
This is a be nice space. Be nice.
No, we're all like equally indecisive here. We're all equally indecisive.
Yeah, I mean like like indecisiveness, it's literally one of my biggest struggles because like I used to want to be a doctor, but I realized I'm gonna be so indecisive about choosing what I want to do with like like if they're in an emergency, that I'm probably gonna kill them, so doctor was not it. That's how my thought process is.
No, exactly. That's why I don't want to be a doctor, because I feel like I don't like being that responsible for someone's life. Because I feel like I'll accidentally kill them.
Oh,
But I think it's a really big plus to become a doctor. Like, I don't know. Okay, guys, are you also like scared of like not having like that like good college experience? Like I have like such high expectations for college that I don't know. I'm like scared that it's not going to live up to the hype, which it probably won't live up to hype, to be honest. Like I've watched too many movies, I think.
I mean, to be honest though, like at least I don't think we're gonna go to college in a pandemic, so it can't get
Stop.
worse than that.
Oh my god, online college.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
that's
I would
sad.
hate that.
I feel bad for all of you guys who have to do college in the pandemic.
Okay. The next question is, they say, I don't exactly know what I want to be, but I want to maybe intern/work in the UNICEF and research at the same time, then become a professor. But their insecurity is fear of judgment in a way, and their introvertedness. Okay, and I think first of all, working in the UNICEF sounds really interesting, and I think I feel like that's would be such a fulfilling job, honestly. I think that with their insecurity or fear of judgment in a way, and their introvertedness, fear of judgment can go in a lot of different ways. Like, is this person might be worrying that they'll be judged for the dream they have, or maybe like if they move into a new environment, they'll get judged there or something like that. We talked a lot about this in our last podcast, but a lot of times you just have to be confident in yourself because people's judgments against you isn't inherently gonna impact their life in any beneficial way or yours, so you have to ignore it and stuff. But also with their introvertedness, I think all of us talked about this before, but when you like get a job and stuff, you have to make a lot of connections. But if you're an introvert, it's really hard to reach out to people and create those connections. So I completely understand that. I'm an introvert personally, and I think we have a few introverts here too, so it's okay. Introverts rule, or introverts and extroverts, they both rule.
Yeah, I mean, I heard introverts are smarter. I'm not sure if that's true, right?
That's true. 100%.
They are. Yeah. I'm an ambivert.
I'm an ambivert too. So quirky.
Yeah, ambivert. Yeah, I think we all are ambiverts. Because, like, when we meet new people, we're like introverts. At least that's for me. But then once you get to know me, I think I'm pretty extra over there.
I think it really depends. I mean, I think with my family, I'm like totally introverted. But I think with my friends, I'm definitely extroverted. And like sometimes when I meet new people, I think I can be extroverted. I don't know.
Yeah, I just like completely shut down when I'm in like a group of extroverts.
Yes.
Because like I just like, because sometimes I like modify my personality to the person I'm hanging out with. It kind of sounds bad, but I promise you it's not.
I know.
And
totally
when
get
I'm in a
that.
group of extroverts, like
Yeah.
I just don't know what to do.
Yeah, and okay, I don't know. I mean, Shae, your combination of extrovert and introvert is so unique because I'm so afraid of meeting new people. Like, I just can't talk. But I don't know. Meeting new people is very scary to me still. So
Me too. Like, I don't know what it is. I feel like maybe it's like judgment. What am I scared of? Like, I don't know.
Like I had to like move to like a bunch of new schools. Like I think I went to like a new school like for like 6 years. So I had like a lot of experience with like having to meet like a lot of new people. So I think that really opened me up. But sometimes like when I'm in a room full of extroverts, like I did this camp once. Oh my god, traumatic experience. But it was like we did improv and stuff, and I don't know. I was just like I was breaking down. Like a room full of extroverts, I could not do that.
I mean, we're not trying to diss extroverts. We're just telling you guys about.
Oh yeah,
Our
extroverts, you
lives.
guys are so cool.
I feel like I'm like
You guys
I'm
are
jealous of
confident.
extroverts who like can just like be like the life of the party wherever they go. So there you go.
But also relating back, I think the UNICEF is such a cool job. So
Right, we got really off topic. I am sorry. That has nothing to do with dream jobs.
but it's cool. We're having a genuine conversation.
No, but like UNICEF sounds really interesting, and I feel like you could learn so much if you worked at UNICEF. You know,
Yeah.
so
I didn't even know that was like a real job. I just thought it was like an organization.
Then who works at the UNICEF, Jennie?
I don't know. I wasn't thinking.
Yeah,
But that's
exactly.
so cool. Like, that inspires
Yeah.
me.
You do that.
Wanting to be in a job that helps people is props to you. Very inspiring. We need more people like you. So thank you. Okay. Moving on. Someone said they didn't talk about their dream, but they said that their insecurity is not allowing myself to move on from toxic friendships. And I guess in that case, if their dream is to be happy, I guess of course an insecurity is not being able to move on from toxic friendships. Just to clear up things.
I have a little bit of experience. I've had some toxic friends in the past. We're good now. You guys might know what I'm talking about, but what I just ultimately had to do was to just cut them out of my life. I just kind of left them. It was kind of a little bit of a group, and what happened was one day when I was with my other friends at K-Day, I realized how much I missed them and how fun it was to be with people who didn't like constantly judge you and make fun of you. So Jennie was actually part of that. I left them and made friends with like Jennie and Shae and like a bunch of other people from MLK, and it's been great ever since. So I would recommend like peacefully break things off.
Or not.
And do what? Stay in it?
What?
I don't know.
And do
I
what?
would just, like, ignore them and punch them, or I don't know. Like, not actually punch them, but, like, make it feel like a punch. Like, I don't know. Like, it's sometimes,
I think it's easier said than done.
yeah.
I think it's much easier said than done to like break off friendships. Like, I don't know. I think you just like have to like distance yourself away, and I think we talked about this last episode, actually.
Okay, is it just me? But like, do you know those friends that are like when you're like at a stranger level, they're really nice and stuff, but then when you get really close to them, sometimes they turn out to be very
Yes.
mean. And I feel like with all my toxic friends, I've never really completely cut them off. I've just like kind of distanced myself to the point where like I'm like kind of strangers with them, so we are still kind of friends, but we're also like very polite to each other because we are not that close anymore, so like that person can't really be toxic to me. But I guess like a lot of times for me, strangely enough, a lot of times time has done something that has done a lot for me, because I guess in school a lot of cases is when you're in a certain grade and then the next school year comes after summer break, you have to start all over again, or like you lose a lot of friends during the process of summer break and stuff. So a lot of times time will help you out, but if it doesn't, you'll probably just have to do it yourself. I'm sorry, but
Yeah, to be honest, I think all mine came like kind of like naturally as I distanced myself away. Or I think you find your real friends if you like stay connected during the summer. I think that's one of the things. But I think during the pandemic, it's easier to like break off friendships, kind of. I don't know, like it's easier to distance yourself, and then yeah, I think I've broke. Oh my god, whatever. Off like so many friendships like during the pandemic. I mean, I don't think I intentionally did so, but some of them I'm kind of happy I did.
And also, since we're in a pandemic, you'll be able to find out who your true friends are if you stay in contact with them. So there's that.
Yeah, real friends like Rachael, Ine, and Jennie.
Oh,
I am so nice.
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, I am just so flattered.
Honored.
Stop it! You're making me so flattered.
Guys, should we make the Asian hype house? Like,
I think we.
yeah.
I really think we should.
Okay, we'll be part of the Asian hype house. That was so off topic, but stop flattering us like that.
I know. Oh my
Shae.
god.
Thank
I'm sorry.
you. Stop.
I sound so annoying. Stop.
Or the pump up the volume hype house. Okay, never mind.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay, my grandparents are watching. They're like, no idea what that is.
It's okay. It's okay. We'll get famous one day. I'm
I
just
know.
kidding,
They'll know. I don't know. Cut this out.
Okay, so now we only have a few more responses left. And this one says, my dream constantly changes, but right now it is something in psychology. And their obstacles that stop them from achieving their dreams is procrastination, lack of motivation, bad time management, distractions, etc. Okay, first of all, psychology is really cool. I feel like getting to know how people behave is something really cool, but with the procrastination, lack of motivation, bad time management, and distractions, are you me? Because that's the exact same problems I have, because literally procrastination and bad time management is my biggest ultimate problems. But a lot of times my phone has a lot to do with that, so I guess what I would advise you is try to put your phone away or look for studying habits on YouTube and stuff, or whatever you need to focus on something. Just search up on YouTube. There's a lot of resources, and if they don't work, just try to disconnect yourself from any distractions, I guess. That's just what I would have to say.
Yeah, I think the psychology thing, am I pronouncing it right? Okay. Seems like so unreal. Like I could never. So that's so cool. And I feel like to overcome the problems the person said, that procrastination, lack of thing, as Rachel said, throw away your phone or something. And and also I feel like
Throw away
another
all of it.
important thing is to be like aware or to notice that like your passion is more important than all those other thingies. I don't know if I'm making sense.
Yeah. I think like psychology is like definitely like my backup plan. So that's awesome. Like I think that's such a cool job. Yeah, I think really I don't know about like the study habits on YouTube or like looking up stuff on YouTube because I feel like I get more distracted then. Like I think I always look up like study, like how to study or whatever. I never end up studying. I just press another video on YouTube that's not related to studying. So I think that's like the temptation to do that. I think you like maybe write down a list of like all your passions or something that you like to do or things that make you happy and maybe try to like put that into your job or whatever, Or maybe like I don't know, like try a lot of like new things. Basically. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, someone recommended me that you should definitely get an agenda for your like daily life because apparently it's very, very helpful and stuff. And also just try to split up your day with like priorities or like stuff that you really don't want to do. I would say just start with that and just get it done with, and then everything after that will come really easily to you. So there you go.
yeah, and I think all of this is like easier said than done. Like, I mean, I usually get like an agenda like every year for school, and I only use it for like the first 2 weeks of school, and then like I throw away or something.
Oh my
It's really
gosh,
bad.
yeah.
But I think you just have to get in the habit of it, writing it every day. Maybe like put like a reminder on your phone or something, write in your agenda now or something. Yeah.
Okay, moving on to the very last question. This person says, my dream job is to become a family nurse practitioner. That's very interesting. Cool. And they said that their obstacle is, honestly, this whole pandemic, ... It makes class and focusing so much harder, ... And I think, honestly, I feel like this pandemic is like making me so lazy. Like I have so much time and I'm literally doing nothing. So I get I understand that. And I'm like literally sleepy in class sometimes. So focusing is very hard. And I don't have like a teacher to wake me up from when I'm sleeping in class. So I completely understand that. But yeah.
Yeah, I can totally relate to the pandemic not like letting me focus and stuff in class. Like sometimes I don't pay attention, and then it's just like everything's so much different. But I'm guessing if like the pandemic is what's stopping you, like you mean grades, right? Is that what okay. Well, I'm pretty sure like everyone's going to be affected by the pandemic in an overall similar way. So you're still on the same playing field as everyone else because all of us are also struggling here. So I wouldn't worry about that too much.
Yeah, and I don't know if this is gonna help, but like for online school, can maybe just ask for help, you know? That's helped me at least, because I was like struggling in biology. And I got some tutoring sessions from my teacher. So yeah, that helped.
And like I feel like if I didn't have my friends right now during the pandemic, I would fail like all my classes because like they're like my only like I mean, I asked my teacher too, but sometimes I don't know, like sometimes it's not as like helpful or something because they're like like office hours. Do you guys have office hours?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, like when you're in there, like they're also helping like a bunch of other students too.
Oh yeah.
So it can be frustrating because you can't like get your question or something or like you're waiting in line. So I think really just like if you have like your friends and like your support system of friends, then really reach out to them and say like, oh, can you help me on this problem or something? And if they're true friends, they will help. So yeah.
And I understand why this whole class thing is like a frustration or like an obstacle to you, because your dream is to become a family nurse practitioner. But I understand why it's an obstacle because academics are very important for your future job. But like we said, you have so many resources around you. So just try to grasp onto these resources, and I promise you, you'll do better.
And like as Ina said, like I mean, like life is on hold right now a lot.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways. So you're not the only one in this situation. Like everybody is going through this, and everybody is struggling right now.
So that's it for today. We've went through all the responses. So I think Shae and Rachael each have a little something to say.
So this is a little quote. I forgot who it's by already, but 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off your bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch your trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, and discover. So yeah.
And I think that quote was just so good, honestly, kind of quick.
Yes.
But I
love
think
that.
sometimes with dreams are very hard to specify into one thing. But like we've said a lot of times, don't box yourself in, even though job-wise you might have to box yourself in. But just know that the process isn't something you have to box yourself in. Be reckless, kind of. Be reckless, be relentless, value your life, okay, and value your lifetime. So yeah.
So I just wanted to add something. Don't be afraid to fail because with failure comes success. So yeah, there you go.
Fire!
Oh my god.
Okay, and I also have a quote from Franz Kafka. He said, "Don't bend, don't water it down, don't try to make it logical, don't edit your own soul according to the fashion. Rather, follow your most intense obsessions mercilessly." So basically, just take those risks, try those new opportunities, and I think it'll come to you.
Hope you enjoyed. See you next time.
Thank you guys
Pump
for
up the
listening.
volume.
Yeah. Oh, and go check out our Instagram.
Bye.
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 Thank you.